Hello, boys and girls. This is our new school year. This is our first read aloud with me for the school year 2020 going into 2021. Hope you guys are doing great. You guys look awesome. I'm very proud of all of you. Great job getting on Zoom right away at 7:30. That means you guys are ready to learn. That's awesome. So let's start our new read aloud. So this is one of my favorite books. Mrs. Smith taught me about this book. I like this book. It's called The Circus Ship by Chris Van Dusen. Let's begin. The Circus Ship by Chris Van Dusen. "5 miles off the coast of Maine and slightly overdue, a circus ship was streaming south in fog as thick as stew." Did you see the fog? It's like a big cloud. On board were 15 animals who traveled to and fro. The next day it was Boston for another circus show. Did you see all the animals on the ship? The captain, Mr. Carrington, was honest and sincere. He thought that they should drop the hook and wait for things to clear. But Mr. Payne, the circus boss, was terribly demanding. He stomped up to the helm where Captain Carrington was standing and screamed, "Don't stop, keep going. I've got a show to do. Just get me down to Boston town tomorrow, sir, by 2. See, he's yelling. See, he's yelling because he's mean. He wants to get to Boston by 2. And this is the ship's captain. What is that? Is that a zebra? Is that a zebra? Wow. The zebra. Is the zebra being nosy? What's that on top of zebra's head? What? Is that a little monkey? Wow. Then came a crash, an awful bash. Things flew into the air. The ship had smashed into a ledge that no one knew was there. Oh no. Look what happened when the ship hit a big ledge. Do you see all the animals flying in the air? Do you see the mean guy in the air with his mouth open? That's crazy. The shattered ship began to tip, then sank without a sound. The splashing, thrashing animals swam around, around, and round. Look at that. Do you see all the animals in the water? Do you see a giraffe? Point to the giraffe. Do you see an elephant? Ooh, point to the elephant. Do you see the zebra? Do you see the tiger? Do you see the ostrich? There's the ostrich. Wow, so many animals in the water. The captain said to Mr. Payne, "Pray tell, what shall we do? We can't just leave them here to drown. We've got to save them too." "The animals!" yelled Mr. Payne. "Why, sir, what are you, daft? It's me that you should rescue, and pull me up into the raft." "Now ferry me to safety, sir, before I die of cold." "Don't question me," barked Mr. Payne. "Just do as you're told." He's kind of rude. So they're in the water. The captain is trying to save the animals, but the mean guy said, "Put me on the boat." Was that nice? He only cared about himself. Well, at the Matter Hunt, we don't think like that. We care about others. We practice empathy and patience with others. Through chilly water all night long, the animals swam on until they reached an island beach just before the dawn. They pulled themselves up on the shore, bedraggled, cold, and beat, then staggered to the village on weary, wobbly feet. Let's take a look. Oh, see, the sun's coming up. It's dawn. They've been swimming all night. Do you see the lion? You see the zebra? You see the camel? The camel has two humps. One, two. Two humps. You see the elephant? You see the crocodile? Wow. They swam all night. The people in the neighborhood had just begun to rise. Just when they saw those animals, they had to rub their eyes. They thought they saw an elephant, but wait, how could that be? And what's that little monkey doing in the cherry tree? See, they woke up in the morning and they couldn't believe their eyes. They saw all these animals in their neighborhood. You see them looking out the window? See, he just woke up rubbing his eyes. He's still in his pajamas. Soon animals were everywhere and into everything. There's an ostrich in the outhouse. There's a hippo in the spring. There's a tiger in the tulips. There's a lion in the lawn. There's a python in the pantry. It went on and on and on. They couldn't believe it. The animals were everywhere in the neighborhood. Do you see the animals? Mr. Hood was stacking wood and nearly jumped a mile when he found an alligator sleeping on his pile. But you see the alligator sleeping on the wood pile? Well, he got scared. He jumped up. Isn't that funny? He just jumped up. Where's his hat? Oh, his hat flew off his hair. What? That's funny. And Mr. Dottie Daly, who grew daisies by the bunch, discovered that the zebra had been eating them for lunch. Oh, she was upset. And Miss Fanny Feeney found, according to the rumors, that silly little circus monkey swinging in her bloomers. Oh no, they didn't like that. See, the zebra ate all her little tulips? Or daisies. Sorry, daisies. I have a friend named Daisy. Daisies. And then the little monkey's in her bloomers. Or like pajamas or something. Oh, she's upset. And she's like, shoo away, zebra, shoo. But everything changed quickly, like the turning of the tide. The night the abbot's shed caught fire with Emma Rose inside. Oh no, there was a fire. And the shed caught on fire, and little Emma Rose was inside. Oh no. From high above the abbot's farm, the tiger saw the shed. The sight of smoke and fire triggered something in his head. He jumped through the flames 1,000 times back in his circus days, so he ran past all the people and he leapt into the blaze. See, the tiger saw the fire. He was on top of the hill, and then he saw the fire, so he ran down. He ran down. You see that? You see the fire down here? Okay. Let's see what happens next. What do you think happened, boys and girls? It said he saw the fire. I wonder what he's going to do. And he wasn't afraid because the book said that he jumped through flames 1,000 times. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. Look at that, boys and girls. You see the tiger jumping through the fire flames? Everybody's scared, but there was somebody inside. Now, we don't do that. We let the firefighters come. We don't ever jump through fire. We don't do that. Then everybody panicked. Help, help. What can we do? When from the raging fire, something big burst into view. It was the most amazing sight, and everybody froze when they saw the tiger saving little Emma Rose. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look at that, boys and girls. The tiger jumped into the house that was on fire, the shed, and got little Emma Rose. Everybody was shocked. And they're like, oh, what's going on? He's like, whoa. Wow. Is the tiger a hero? He saved Emma Rose. The tiger's risky rescue changed everybody's mind. The animals weren't bothersome. The animals were kind. And so they lived together, side by side. They got along. It didn't seem like anything could possibly go wrong. Wow. Look at that. The animals are part of the community. All because the tiger saved little Emma Rose. Now all the people really start loving the animals. Do you see a bear riding a bicycle? That's silly. Is the bicycle pulling a wagon? Is the tiger having a picnic? That's funny. Little Red, the messenger, came running with the word. Apparently a circus ship had sunk, from what he'd heard. The animals are from that boat. They swam in from the bay. The greedy owner wants them back. He'll be here any day. So the people called a meeting. I think they called a regular meeting, not a Zoom meeting, just a regular meeting. So the people called a meeting, and they quickly hatched a plan. No animal that came ashore would sail off with that man. See, they said, oh, we like our animals. We don't want them to go. Here's the little red messenger. I think he's probably also a tattletale, but it's okay. And that's everybody having a meeting. Okay? They said, we want the people are meeting with the animals. They're all getting together. Said, we're not going to let the animals go. We love them too much. Do you have a pet, boys and girls, that you love? You have a pet cat, dog, goldfish, a fish, or weasel, ferret? Do you have that? Some even have a bird. Uh-oh. The next day at the crack of dawn, a ship was at the pier, and up the lane marched Mr. Payne, whose voice was loud and clear. I am the circus owner. My ship sank in the murk. I've come to find my animals and put them back to work. Uh-oh. Here he is. Wow, look how big he is. He said, I came to get my animals. He's mean. And he's rude. He hiked until he came into the center of the town. His face was red. He scratched his head. He stood there with a frown. Mr. Payne looked high and low, but still he couldn't see the 15 circus animals of his menagerie. Wow. Uh-oh. This is going to be interesting, boys and girls. Can you find the animals? Can you see? Let me know how many animals you see. What are the animals doing? Are they hiding? They call that hiding in plain sight. He ran around the alleyways. He searched the village square. He even checked a chicken coop. His animals weren't there. He didn't find his animals. He was looking for the animals. He couldn't find. See the mean guy looking for all the animals? He was searching. He didn't see that they were right in front of his face the whole time. Mr. Payne was tuckered out. His heavy chest was heaving. I wonder if he had asthma. Then Little Red stepped up and said, "I think your boat is leaving." See, he was all worn out from looking. He had skinny jeans on. He was looking for his animals, couldn't find them. And then Little Red Messenger said, "Hey, I think your boat's leaving." See, he's tugging on his coattail, say, "Hey, I think your boat's leaving." He ran off in a fit of rage. His ship was leaving sight. So he jumped into a rowboat and he rowed with all his might. Excuse me, boys and girls, that's my alarm. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, boys and girls. He ran off in a fit of rage. His ship was leaving sight. So he jumped into a rowboat and he rowed with all his might. He's like, "Oh, my ship is leaving. Oh, there's his hat. He's running. Ah." And from that day, they like to say, their lives were free of pain. It was a happy, peaceful place upon that isle in Maine. So everybody's happy because the mean guy is gone. See, he's leaving here. And everybody's happy because now they're free of Mr. Payne. That's it, boys and girls. That's the end of The Circus Ship by Chris Van Dusen. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.